I don't know how many days this game is.
Rise and shine.
Good morning.
It's 11 a.m. though.
That's morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside?
Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least.
How so? Alice Rabbit.
Zaibatu Corp's president is pleading with, quote, anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow.
You make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place.
Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knights they spot, so not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too.
I wonder if Saya's okay. Should we be worried about Gil?
That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that, whatever it is he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say, even safer wherever he is than, here.
I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today?
Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off.
Oh. Alright.
Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment?
Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Okay then, let me lock things up and, we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way.
Sounds good. Whoa! Valhalla Cyberpunk bartending action.
And here we are.
Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey boss, wanna hang for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer. Chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me.
Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, you did.
What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else.
To more beer?
I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table. But I think we're safe here.
Come on in then.
Excuse me.
Want one? No smoking! Smoking is bad.
Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though, smoke if you wanna.
Thanks.
Say, how is the chilly weather treating you?
It gets cold from time to time, but nothing Kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Oh right, boss, you're not very good with the cold, are you?
You know it.
You didn't bring your jacket here either. This is going places. I'm gonna move my camera. Where can I fucking move this thing? I'm just gonna turn it off for now.
Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar.
Would you like a sweater or something?
Oh, don't mind me.
I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago and it was too big for me.
Why buy it then?
It was dirt cheap.
Right. Wait, where did you get this one?
Dunno. Some flea market ages ago, why?
Nothing, it's just like one I had many years ago.
What happened to it?
Too much use, it just ripped.
I see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway.
We'll see.
Come to think of it, how old are you, boss?
I'm eternally 17.
Fair enough. 17 plus how much?
17 plus, I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew.
Alright. Let me go change into something more comfortable.
Take your time. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction.
Oh, that's just 4. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time.
He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green.
Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss?
Back at home we had a bear.
Ah, I see. What?
Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog.
Right.
This picture here isn't something you see every day.
What, me taking such a sappy pic?
No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these?
That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my, ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. We're learning so much about... Hold on, let me turn my camera back on. We're learning so much about Jill right now. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is like exposition dump about characters. For the first time maybe ever, this is so good.
Huh. Is this pic recent, or...?
Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago.
You look exactly the same.
I'm only 27, what did you expect? That's why they said kids are the ones that get old.
I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly, let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex.
Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple of things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away. Haven't said a word since.
Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing, and you look so happy in this pic. Why ever pick out like this then?
I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. They are definitely flirting. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head on their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I felt nostalgic, then miserable.
I'll just put this away.
I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess.
It's never too late to apologize, Jill.
I mean, David Guetta. Maybe.
What's that on the table? Looks like an envelope.
It's nothing! Nothing! Now, please give that to me.
Hello. Alright. I saw nothing. Don't worry.
Anyway, let's grab some beers.
Guide me.
Ah! Alright, now we're gonna move our camera over. Whoa! Where did my camera go? What the shit? What just happened? camera just turn off? Hold on. Ah! No, looks like it's working. Okay. We're just gonna switch scenes real quick. I'm gonna pop over to here, and then back to here. What the hell? Alright. Delete that. Add camera back in. Okay, there we go. Jesus, that was weird. Alright, scooch over here. Uh-oh, I see we have a bit of a mini game here. Beers so far, cans left, remaining beer.
Damn, you have lots of beer.
Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get.
Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these?
The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in the stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This is more of a Pilsner. Ugh, God. Why does nobody like dark beers?
In English, please.
This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor.
Dunno. Doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what was the name of the base liquid used at the bar again?
Nutriogenic dichometrical lidogenol, or NDL?
It was a supplement or something, right?
It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the maiden kiss polluted water supplies. Yo, that sounds dope. Whatever it is. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars.
And is this one made with it?
Let's see. Yep, here it is near the end. NDL and cornstarch.
Cornstarch?
It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks.
I see. And I just realized something.
What?
You're a nerd, Jill.
Guilty as charged. Open second beer. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it?
Will you have some too?
Not really, no.
Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works.
Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Drink for avoiding awkwardness.
Why wouldn't I?
Dunno. What with being my boss and all, I was never too sure.
Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway.
That's good to know.
On a side note, it surprises me you kept that poster of me in the room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know?
Does it make you uncomfortable?
If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though.
Yikes. Aside from filling a empty spot on the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny too. I guess it's like if someone gave you don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something, and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although, no one comes here anyways, so it's kind of pointless.
What? No steamy nights of passion?
Not since, a year ago, I think. And I'd rather not talk about what happened then.
Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain.
No, nothing of the sort. Different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back, though.
That's what friends are for. Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me a dildo face?
That's what friends are for.
Hey Jill, where did you get that black 4-ball?
Well, as with any black cat or house cat in general, he's actually 4-ball. Oh my god. Dana. He's actually a stray. I found him in the alleys near the building, not long after I moved here, I think.
Ah, I see.
It was quite the sight, though. He was cornered by all these dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater in it, so I threw the water over the dogs. They ran, and I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. Then I noticed people looking in my direction as I walked. Turns out the little shit started following me.
So you brought it home.
At first, I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me whenever I came back was just too much for my heart, so he ended up staying.
It was destiny, girl.
When he came, he was so cute, though. Not like the fat mass that's sleeping on the table. Hey, you're not a spring chicken yourself, you know.
Oh ho.
Shit, I actually did that in front of someone else.
Oh.
Anyway.
Don't anyway me. Do you normally speak for your cat like that?
Oh, so it's Jill doing all of that. Interesting. Oh, I should move this right up to the edge. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Maybe? I wonder if Gil's alright.
You worried about him?
Make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot.
You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him.
And third?
He absolutely hates bell pepper.
He does?
I've seen him even reject food that's been in contact with it.
Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something.
He's not.
Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy?
He showed up in the door of the bar.
He what?
Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert in the levitation potion.
Right. Levitation potion.
It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave him the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying.
Huh?
I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could watch himself, I'd find him a job. I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day.
Damn.
I tried and failed to find out anything about him, so I decided to take him at face value and judge him from what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I return the favor in kind, covering ass from time to time. Sometimes literally.
What surprises me is that you took him in so easily.
I can take care of myself, and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily.
I see.
You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know.
How so?
Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name.
Alma?
I was gonna say Armitage.
She's a nice girl, you know.
I don't think she's young enough to be called a girl.
Says the girl who's eternally 17. In any case, she is really lovely. When you hear her speak of her family, she speaks with such love. Her face just brightens up. Makes me kind of jealous that she has such a close relationship with them, to be honest.
You have bad relations with your family?
Not bad, but I'm not exactly close to anyone aside from my mom, dad, and aunt. But back to Alma, I'm really hoping she finds a nice guy to settle with. I mean, she's so bent on finding one, I can't help but want her to succeed.
Ah, I see. There's also that sex worker robot girl.
Ah, Dorothy.
She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with such childish excitement.
I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lilum can be weird.
You think?
Lilum operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they're different. Like a different culture, if you must.
I didn't see it that way.
Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lilum get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies that they're fulfilling their main purpose, so I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction.
Interesting. The name Lilum is a bit weird, though.
It is?
You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilum doesn't convey the image of automatons.
Just a tip. Bots and dolls are considered slurs. Bot is akin to calling them... God, I'm not saying that word. And that's not to say that I don't think it's a fair comparison to be making here, or that the writer shouldn't have put that word in, but I am not comfortable saying that word out loud. And doll is like calling them fake.
Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilum?
As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilum are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore.
Oh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See? Like that.
It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud.
Try me.
Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne?
Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns.
Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. Didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere.
I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice.
It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show. Even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image. Challenging as fuck.
Whoa, you got excited there.
And that is the problem. Back then, I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her, I could even recite full chapters.
Something tells me you still can.
That's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what a surprise! Tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs.
Sounds rough.
You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune of the show, mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. We're getting shwasted. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect.
And yet, it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. It's actually kind of reasonable.
I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss?
When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened, and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better.
Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like them men?
2D.
2D?
Yes, I don't mind anything as long as that thing is cute or 2D. How about you?
Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just wanted them stable, and now...
And now?
I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. Oof, that's real. Yikes. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized half the time they had no qualms about cheating with me or on me. I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized they were the kind of person I was trying not to become.
Not become stable?
There was this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he started being physically ill. Not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex.
The bed could catch fire, you know.
Not like you too. Kinda envy Alma for that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, it's just... It all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off Lenore lately. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh, she took a position, and was stable. She was also smart, caring, and why can't I get my mind off the whole thing? It's maddening. Maybe I should go and apologize? Maybe I should. Maybe that will make me rest easier at night, get my mind off things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but...
Hey, Jill. Have you tried thinking about clothes for 4?
Clothes for...
Listen, I know how you must feel, but you can't let all of that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by those thoughts, try distracting yourself. Like with, say, thinking what kind of clothes you can put on 4.
Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Oh, we're officially toasted.
Keep in mind, you're included in this circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time. A red-headed glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris.
The one you called for the helmet thing?
That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly.
She's managing a bar too?
I got the idea from her, actually.
Oh.
It's called N1RV Ann A. And if you thought this city was dangerous...
Oh god, we're gonna get a sequel called Nirvana, aren't we? We fucking better.
You should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with.
Ann means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do there?
I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened up Nirvan B in the hotel instead.
Weird decision.
I believe she said she wanted a place, quote, away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave.
Woman cave.
That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco police force. Good ol' Lexi. Should give her a call sometime.
Wait, you were in the what?
I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. Been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot.
Corporate what?
I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there are a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you?
I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is... Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat.
Hey, a cat's fine too, you know.
Hey, boss, what will you do when the bar closes?
I don't know. Maybe I'll take a friend's offer of working with her. I was also thinking about going back home and helping with things there. Or maybe going traveling for a while.
I see.
Oh, but don't worry. Bureaucracy's slow as fuck, so they won't close the bar for quite a while. Better enjoy being there while you can.
Yeah. Maybe. Will you be, visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in?
I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar I'm planning to get you transferred to. I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'd have something pleasant to look forward to.
You're sending me to someone you have problems with?
If I have to trust another bar owner, it's certainly him. He's actually a pleasant boss from what I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go at each other's throats is an unrelated matter.
I'll trust you on that one then.
Don't worry. Maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something.
We'll see.
Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip. That'll clear your mind a bit.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe. Ah. I was hoping it would get smoochier than that. Snow, I think. Chapter 2, Amarga. Oh my god, that was the first chapter? This is a long-ass game. Real quick, I'm gonna check how many chapters there are in this game. How many chapters? VA-11. Olé. Okay. Cool. So we're about a third to a quarter of the way in, it looks like. Your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the $8,000 needed. Fuck! Jill is curious about a Daruma she saw. Getting one will prevent her from becoming too distracted. Have a nice day. Boss left the hoodie anyway. Hoodie? Let's shop real quick. Cracked Daruma. Yes. Apollo Bank is getting attacked. Let's start with 2. Media is still awfully quiet about it. Augmented Eye talked about it, but very briefly. Maybe someone lost their job due to the one rogue article. It was from Kim. She's always trying to write serious shit, but I think AE got tired of her. Fucking shame. So all we get is clickbait from now on? Gonna get worse at the very least. White Knights say there's a lot of people inside the building. At least 3 are already dead. How? Is someone there shooting people? Looks like it was the security from the building, but I've got no details yet. It sounds weird as fuck. Come on, Insider Anon. You gotta give us more. Doing my best here. Thanks, Based Anon. Explosion registered. And media is still quiet about it. Can confirm there's an explosion, but it looks like it was just one of them. So there's more bombs, not just one? That's right. Do we have any clue on who's doing this? I'm hearing from several sources that this is a group, a new one looking to overthrow the government. No names have been mentioned, and it looks like it's not a group, but just one person who set up all this? That's pretty ballsy. And this is just a rumor around here, but Alice Rabbit might be involved? How? A hacker is helping out hostages to escape, and they're suspecting of Alice. Huh. Someone doing stupid shit on the internet is being actually useful. Can confirm the situation has finally reached its end. The attacker was shot dead with a huge amount of data, but a huge amount of data was released from servers all around the world. Ethan, hello, welcome. Remember the leaks from Alice? Those were nothing compared to this. Proof of corruption, money laundering, espionage. It's actually pretty unsettling. Damn. The file is available from approximately 60,000 sources. Terabytes that contain all operations from the Glitch City government and White Knight operations. Seems the ultimate goal from the attacker was not to blow up the bank, but lead hostages toward the servers inside the bank, which had the files under several layers of physical security. That shit sounds whack. How do you even make a plan this complex? No idea, but that's what some of the witnesses are telling the police. Okay, it looks like I have to leave, but I'll try to write down all the details for a future post. Gonna need some time though. Godspeed, Anon. Thanks. Oh wait, we need to look at what 4 is saying. wrong one. Boop. Will you read the file? Nah. Alright, augmented eye. Whoa. Let's start from the bottom. GSF, January 4th, card announced. 66 American Kid and Giant Yusuke headlining by Lana Smithy. The blood feud between Giant Yusuke and 66 American Kid will reach its climax this January 4th at the annual GSF Dome event. But it's not the only match of the night. Other interesting bouts feature great workers such as the Great DK and Errands. Full card below. Yada yada yada, yada yada. Wrestling? My boss made me curious. Nano Camo is now making smart underwear by Lana Smithy. If underwear you can change with a voice command was something you really wanted in your life, Nano Camo has you covered. Already providing consumer versions of their advanced nanomachine fabric, they plan to release a line of underwear that can change its look with a spoken word. No more stains in your white panties. Just change its color to black and you will barely notice. That won't change the smell though. They're not that advanced. We expect an increase in sales next year thanks to this innovative product, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. I'm already using them. Super comfy if you ask me. That horrifies me. You just thought about looking at prices. Did not? Danger U's admin has been arrested again. Cybercrime unit up the admin's ass. December 17 will come. Second retribution. Just change your underwear, friends. Famous hacker Alice Rabbit graced the popular text board Danger U with a new threat, which resulted in the arrest of the site's admin, known as Furfur, for the second time. We have no details to give, other than that he was arrested as part of an ongoing investigation. Cybercrime Unit's Lisette Blanc told the Augmented Eye during a call. We are now busy tracking down the message that appeared yesterday. When inquired about the arrest, Furfur would only respond with a calm, "Not this shit again." Poor guy. Nothing new on the Miki blog, so I think we're good to get going. So let's go to work. Even Gil? Oh, hey guys.
How the hell did you get in?
I have a copy of the key, remember? Wait, that's how you greet me after so many days?
I never doubted you'd be fine. If anything, I'd have to cut your paycheck for leaving me so many days without notice. See, Jill? He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened.
Wait, why does he have a copy of the key and I don't?
The need for you having a key never arose.
True.
Anyway, glad you're fine, Gil.
Thanks, I guess. What? You're gonna make me wash the bathrooms again? Not today. Listen, I don't know who the hell you really are or what's trying to come back to bite you in the ass. But remember, there are people that actually care about you. Don't just leave like you did. Especially after all hell broke loose. At least give us a sign that you're still alive. So you were worried? Isn't that normal? When it comes to you, I don't know. Shut up.
She's right, though. You shouldn't make ladies worry so much. Check if the cats didn't move the internet antenna, would you?
Fine, fine. Hey, boss, why did you leave the hoodie at my place?
Because it's yours?
But I told you could keep it.
Sorry, I couldn't find it in myself to take it.
Why?
Partly because I didn't feel right taking it, but mostly because I thought you'd totally look cute with it.
I see.
Don't think I'm rejecting a gift of yours, it's just... preserving cuteness is one of my principles.
Oh my god, I love her. Right.
Are you still worried about the whole bar closure thing?
Of course I am. Not like I can't work because of it, but, you know.
All we can do is enjoy whatever time we have left here as best we can.
Yeah.
So, cheer up. Clients smell sadness and fear, and we don't want that. I'll go to my office.
Okay. Antenna's fine. Did I miss anything? Not really, no. Anyways, let's start the day. Jukebox! I've just been really happy with this playlist. I don't really feel like futzing with it. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh yeah, Gil? Glad to see you're fine. I mean it. Thanks. Excuse me, I'm looking for Dana Zane. May I have your name? Tell her it's Brian. Just a sec. Boss! Some Brian guy is looking for you.
Tell him I'll be there in a bit.
She'll, you heard her. It's alright. I'll wait. It's weird for someone to come asking for her, though. It's not so weird when you're BTC's regional manager in these parts. Yeah, I guess that's... I guess I didn't give you the best first impression. Don't worry. I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not a fan of people treating me too nicely because of my position anyways. Handle me like I'm just another client. Alright, I can do that. What can I get you, Mr. Brian? Let's go with the basics. A sugar rush, please. Coming right up. Let's get him drunk. Sugar rush. 2 Adelaide. 1, 2. 1 powdered Delta. And then optional Carmetrine. Make it a double. And then just so much Carmetrine. All mixed. Boom. Here. Yeah, this one's nice. Back in training, they made a big deal out of sugar rushes. Why? They're like the fried eggs of mixing drinks. They're the most basic thing, but people can still mess them up. Sugar rushes are simple enough that you only need to follow instructions. If you can't even do that, your future as a bartender is not bright. Huh. They never told me that. You're Jill, right? Yup, that's me. Dana has talked quite a bit about you. Really? And I guess you must have a few questions for me, am I right? Mostly concerning the closure warning Valhalla got. Can you disclose any information? I shouldn't, but you have the right to know. Oh, Brian's cool. Thanks. Don't mention it. Now, where to start? You saw the news on the information leaked during the Apollo Trust Bank incident, right? About the White Knights having lots of members from criminal organizations in their ranks? Turns out the White Knights weren't the only ones with shady people. Some of those same folks have been trying to elude legal problems using BTC-certified bars. The BTC bars have their own protocols, meaning the White Knights can't dig too deeply. At least, not without going through a ton of paperwork first, giving the criminals time to cover their tracks. Although it takes a bit of time to set up, it has apparently proven an effective method for money laundering. Where does Valhalla come in? Young bars are the ones under the radar right now, and the modest to low income ones are the primary suspects. It's not just Valhalla. Any small bar with small income is being investigated heavily right now. So the closure notice is due to low sales? Among the reasons a bar can get axed, low sales is the rarest one. If low sales were a problem, lots of bars would close every year. This game is giving me Phoenix Wright vibes. I can kind of see that. You'll find out soon enough, huh? Sorry? Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Seems your guess was spot on, Gil. If it helps, I'm doing my best to appeal in your place. Really? Why? Most of Glitch City's bars are a pain in the ass. They constantly give reports of chemical damage or shady drinks. Might be the POV in the music. Yeah. I mean, it has a It has a very visual novel aesthetic, which Phoenix Wright plays off of. But the music is very, very synthwave is the word I was looking for. This is one of the few places from which I almost never receive complaints. The closest thing to a recent complaint was the whole Farmer Fabrics affair from a little while ago. So much saliva. I wouldn't get my hopes up, though. Especially since the BTC will try to save face by axing as many suspects as possible. Knowing you're making an effort is enough. Thanks. Can I get you anything else? Now that I remember, the recipe book has a drink created here, right? Oh yeah, the suplex. Get me one of those, please. Sure. He likes S drinks. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna make it a double because we like getting our clients absolutely wasted. Alright, on the rocks and mixed. Bronson extract, not Adelaide. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. On the rocks and mixed. Boom. Here. The registry form said this was an accident while making a pile driver. You can ask the creator of the drink just over there. Ah, so you're Robert. Yes, that's my name. I am Robert, the one and only. Jill called you Gil, though. It's Argentinian slang. Robert here is from Argentina, so we call him Gil. Huh. I see.
Sorry, Brian. I was sorting some stuff at the office. Please come in.
I'll be right there. Any other questions, Jill? Not really, no. Although... Yeah? If you were to evaluate my performance right now, how would you rate me? Clean and timely delivery of the correct orders. A top-notch bartender. Thanks. Now if you'll excuse me. I'm surprised you haven't met him before. I received my training in another city. The original supervisor there was some girl with a red mohawk. Ah, I see. I wonder what boss will talk to Brian about. Oh, what accent was I doing for Stella? Was I doing Russian? Jill, was it? Ah, Miss Stella, what a pleasure. I feel like I was doing an accent of some kind for her. Are you okay? Yeah, just call me Stella. And please, get me a big beer. Please. Huh. Sure, on it. Stella asked for a beer. Beer. 1 Adelaide. 2 Bronson extract. 1 powdered Delta. 2 Flanergide. And 1, 2, 3, 4 Karmatrine. And then we're doubling it to make it big. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, and 1. All mixed. Boom. Are you sure you're fine? You know Say, right? That's right, that's right. I was doing her as sort of like a villainous voice. I remember because it got really confusing when I had both her and Say in the same scene, because my voice for Say was a softer voice. Of course. What's up with her? She was at the Apollo Trust Bank during that whole affair, and... Oh. Right, that. So she didn't show up in the list of the massive body count in the aftermath, so I was hoping that maybe you've seen her. As much as I'd love to say that I had, yeah, I figured as much. Man, the air is suddenly a lot heavier. I mean, I could tell her everything will be alright, but that would sound a bit condescending. What does one do in this kind of situation? Maybe a joke? That'd be tasteless. Okay, just try and say anything at the very least, you'll break the tension. Maybe distracting her will be enough? I don't think clearly when under this kind of pressure, do I? There was a private eye here the other day. Eye? Sorry, I'm a bit on edge. A private detective, I take it. Yeah, maybe you'll want his services? What's his name? I believe it was Art Van... No... Vandelay? Oh, that art guy. I actually hired him yesterday to look for Say. So you still have hope? I'm somewhere between bargaining and depression right now, and I'm afraid to let go of bargaining. I see. Is he any good? He doesn't look like it, but he's quite skilled at gathering intel. I believe he'll give me answers about Say, whatever they may be. Sometimes I wish I had a magic wand so I could solve all my problems with a swing, you know? Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable. Oh, sorry, no, it's not about it feeling uncomfortable. It's just weird. I usually try to say something to my clients when they seem down. And right now, I can't find any words that don't sound hypocritical, useless, or tasteless. I'm glad to know you have that much common sense, at least. All I can do is get you drinks. Can I get you anything else? Something sweet that'll help me calm down a bit. Gladly. Something sweet. Blue Fairy, I think? No. Sweet Moonblast? Sweet Girly Happy. Classy, happy. Pretty much all of the sweet drinks are sweet, girly, and happy. This one's soft, though. So I think that'll be the one we go with. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 Flanergide. Optional Karmatrine, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, and then tons of Karmatrine. Aged and mixed. Here. Thanks. Seems you really like Say. I don't have brothers or sisters. My social interactions are usually strictly business. So Say is more than a friend to me. She's... Sorry, I brought that topic up at a bad time. Don't worry about it. As I was saying, she's more than a friend. She's my emotional support. She's someone I can trust wholeheartedly. I'd say she's like my sister, but siblings usually lack that level of trust. I have to deal with high-class pricks of every race and upbringing on a daily basis. They use the business mask to hide anything they don't want others to know, and I do the same. But with Say, I can be myself. I can do whatever I want and vent all my frustrations. She's always been there for me, and now she might need me. But here I am, sitting in a bar, making other people do that job because I'm a useless pile of flesh. Aw, Stella, no. Sorry about the outburst. I'm actually kind of jealous of the level of self-control you're using here. I mean, I'd be a mess in that situation. Still, would you like some fresh air? I'm gonna take my break and you could use some. Well, for a given value of fresh. I'm fine, thanks. Okay then. Gil, please service Miss Stella while I take my break. Sure, leave it to me. Break time! Woo woo woo! I think actually... Did I just load? I did. Fuck! Oh god, what an idiot. Alright, well... Yup. Well, that's gonna be it for tonight. Oh god, I was gonna call the stream there anyway. Because, as I mentioned before, I am under the weather, and I need to rest. Because I have plans tomorrow that involve leaving the house, and I would like to do my best to not be sick. So, but it's fine. I'm just gonna go back through. The game and make all the same decisions and stuff, and I'll local record in case I accidentally do something different and something new happens. Thus begins my speed run of the portion of Valhalla that I accidentally skipped over. Yay, here we go. Ex-girlfriend, yada yada yada. And I can do this to check the history, right? Yeah, okay. Wait, what? Ooh, we did get different conversation. Okay. So I think because I got super drunk before the conversation, we were talking about Alma, the bit where she's like, I was gonna say Armitage. Well, she's hot, I'll give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot.
Are you alright, Jill?
Yeah, why?
It's weird to say you so openly. See you say so openly that someone's hot.
What? Even you can see that she has a hot body, boss.
You'll find no objections here.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking her to a room and...
Jill, are you sure you aren't drunk?
I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not. I mean... But those are thoughts I leave to myself. I don't think I could handle her in a relationship. She has weird standards. That and she's as straight gets. She's still a lovely person, though. That she became a regular is a blessing.
Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. There's also that sex worker robot girl.
Ah, Dorothy. Okay, so those look the same. Let's drink more. 2D boys. Kinds of boys. Yada yada yada. Ooh! New conversation. Boss. Hey, boss. How did you lose your V card?
V, huh?
You know, your V card, your first time you're deflowering.
Oh, that. Well, I'm legally bound to not disclose that information.
Does that mean you lost it?
Can't disclose that information.
Come on, just give me a hint, or...
Jill, bad things will happen for everyone if that info is revealed in any way.
Alright, sheesh.
I can only say this. The whole thing is related to my mechanical arm.
Great, now you're just teasing me.
Any reason you want to know that?
Well, everyone's first time is always a mess, but... I always to know if it was as messy a time as mine.
What happened?
Well, I got all lovey-dovey with my first boyfriend, and then we both got naked. I saw his... when I saw his dick, I just started... I just started laughing.
What? Got nervous?
Nervous? No, I just find dicks funny.
You,
They're funny. They're... they have a sack attached to them, and and they grow, and they're just stupid meat rods.
So how did your boyfriend react?
He went flaccid from the laughter and shrunk it well limp. I had to work it out for a bit so I could control my laughter, but it's so hard. They're just so stupid. Stupid meat rods.
Jill? Well, let's see how to move her back inside before she catches a cold, rather.
Bum-ba-dum. Cool. Okay. And those are all of the scenes that were different. Running through, I think it was just during the drinking sequence with Dana, because in sort of speed running this portion of the game, I was drinking a lot faster, and so I think I got drunk earlier, and even also more drunk, and so that unlocked some new dialogue bits. But yeah, there you go. And it's saved.